Okay, tuning in. I'm Master Lukey, and today I'm going to show you quickly how to make my signature recipe that I'm going with. Okay, now this one I'm not using coconut, I'm using something else, but this is my recipe Emperor's Ice Cream, and these are the labels that I can put on the container, which you'll see. So, I went with the ice cream because it's a recipe that I think is the best bang for my buck. And there's a few reasons. One is this one is protein. Pumpkin seed. Boom. Now, I'm using honey, and I'm gonna do that first by pouring it right into the blender here. Now, the Vitamix is the only blender I recommend, and it has the measurements right here, 1 cup. Okay, almost there. Alright, close enough. I'm not about to scoop it right now. I'll save that for my tea and stuff. Okay? Here's the actual formula that I'm working with. Now, I went with the honey first because I had to pour that. But the next ingredient is aloe. So, here it is. Chef knife. 1, 2, 3, 4. Count it up. It's supposed to be 2 cups according to my recipe, which is about 1 leaf here. And we're processing this to get the skin off and just use the gel inside. So I hold it on one end, run my blade down close to the skin a few times so I keep as much of the gel that I can. Boom. Use a fork here, and we'll just scrape it in. Using the edge of the fork or a spoon or a knife, whatever you want to use. See, it just comes right up. So aloe is a superfood that you can get at your local market. There's a few. But if you have a question about any ingredients, just go to lifefoodcertified.com. You can get there obviously through masterlukey.com. But I have a list there of all the ingredients that are Life Food certified. And most all of them you can get in your market. Okay. Next, where's the recipe? Palm butter. Okay. Now, here's an ingredient that is kind of unique because some vegans won't eat this because they say, oh, well, the palm industry is detrimental to certain environments. Now, this one, we source from small organic and fair trade certified family farms to ensure that no habitat is harmed. Okay, so this is by a company called Notiva. It says shortening, but the ingredients are palm oil, coconut oil, and more palm oil. It's really like a butter. And my recipe calls for a half a cup, which is this right here. So I'm gonna go like this, scoop it out. Almost. Use my knife for the rest. So, people have been asking me questions about doing my program, and I tried to make it simple and with ingredients that you can get anywhere. And I understand that these things are a transition. So I, learned in 2006 is when I got my chef certification. And then I was in a transition period until 2013 where, I did go back to the old way of eating every once in a while, but then I would get sick, and so it took me, a good 8. They say most people 8 years to make the transition. But I want to help you do this. So if you have questions, please continue to ask. Now, the question that I got is a common question. I'm in a unique spot because I did so much cleansing over the years, and now I'm at the point where I have to actually rest my intestines. So what I'm gonna do next, we're up to, let's see, pumpkin seeds. Alright, I already measured out the pumpkin seeds, that's right here. What I'm gonna do next is called extended fasting. So last week I did 5 days. I didn't eat for 5 days. This time I'm probably gonna go to 7 days. But I'm resting my intestine, and I'm doing this based on my experience. This isn't a theory that we already went over the junk food that made me sick. Now when I eat, I actually feel better when I don't eat. And I could explain more about it, but basically I'm doing extended fasting now, and I was transitioning over the past, however long that I started to do this, to not eating. I'm not like eating a big meal one day and then not eating the next, because it has to be done smooth. So this recipe that I had yesterday, I'm having today, and if I have extra, I might have tomorrow. But then I'm gonna start my fasting because it's not like cold turkey. I had really strict menu, and now this is a recipe that's blended, so it's like I'm not eating because I don't have to chew as much, but I am eating because I'm getting the nutrients. So anyway, I just wanted to tell you about that, and how now that I'm going to be doing fasting, and this is a recipe that I believe can bring commercial success. And so, this is my offering to the universe, of myself. I'm giving up everything for my mission. I'm not even eating now. Alright? There's no money. There's no food. All I have is my mission. And as an artist, that's what you want. You want to have that pure creative energy to come in. So I cleaned everything out, and then I can get what I'm so desperately after. Okay? Now the last thing we got here is vanilla, and my recipe is 2 teaspoons. I'm so desperately after success because living the way that I am is a struggle, is a battle every day. I'm fighting for what I want. I don't know what to say about that. Now, I'm gonna blend. So you go for a minute. That's called the tamper. Alright, now we're gonna go over here to the ice box. And I'm gonna fill this up to the 8-cup line over here. And I'm gonna do it twice. So I'm gonna blend once, and I'm gonna fill it up to the 8-cup line again. So if you can see, we have all the ice up to there. Okay, so now you're gonna watch after I tamper how it goes down. And then I'll do it again. Okay, one more. So that's where is it? Emperor's Ice Cream. I got the idea from a company called King of Corona, which makes a lemon flavor. So I said, okay, I'll be King of New York. And then I came up with a recipe that I call King of New York. And then I said I wanted to go one bigger than the King. And the Emperor is, I think it just has a nice sound to it, Emperor's Ice Cream. So, I got that made. I bought these from the Restaurant Supply Depot in one of my past vlogs. And this is 16 ounce, I believe it's a pint. That's equivalent to a pint. And these are how I'm gonna sell them. With that label, something like that. on top. I got these labels right here that, you know, I'll put vanilla on there. So last thing I'll do before I end this video, I'll show you just some packaging. And I'm sorry if you're chatting because I didn't put the chat box up. Let me just message me if you have questions. Forgot to put the chat box up, my bad. Let's see, I'll bring you in here now. Trying to get it in frame for you. All right. I'm actually going to fill them up to the top because I want to do a video once they freeze of me scooping it out with the ice cream scoop. So this one's going to be not filled up all the way. Alright. So, as always, if you have any questions, I try to be available all the time. I do go to the gym and go to sleep, so if anything, leave a message and I'll get back to you. So yeah, Emperor's ice cream. These can be shipped, so if you want to purchase some, we can talk about shipping this stuff out on MasterLukey.com. Okay, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.